Hey guys, it's Coffee. Welcome back to Asagao Academy. So this time we have quite a few journal entries, so I'm just gonna get right to that. Alright. Dear Diary. And so the convention is over, and I almost feel like I'm homesick. It's not the same. It's not the same kind of thing, but I wish I could go back. And forwards. I wish I could... Man, this is confusing. Dear Diary. Does Jirard miss me as much as I miss him? It doesn't seem realistic, but I think I'm finally starting to hope. Dear Diary. Jirard lives in a fairy world. As much as I want to believe that if you close your eyes and click your heels 3 times, everything will come true and you'll be happy and in the job of your dreams and everything will be fine, but it just won't. Life isn't like that. But maybe it is for someone like him. Dear Diary. He swept in like a knight in shining armor. But why does Jirard know that guy at all? He said they knew each other when they were young, but why on earth is he familiar with criminals? His family doesn't work with the mob, right? Right? Yeah, so a lot of things happened last time. For one thing, Jirard saving us from a robber named Baggy. Yeah, I still don't really know the whole story behind that, and something tells me we might never really completely figure that out. But yeah, we got into like why Hana's feeling so guilty, I guess, and why she feels the need to repay Jirard's kindness. Anyway, I'm hoping that maybe we can get into that a little bit more, because I don't really know where the story's going next. So, with that being said, let's continue. The walk to class the next day was punctuated with whispers and pointing fingers. Somehow, my word about my being attacked in the city got out. Fancy that. As I carefully left the stairwell, conscious of not injuring myself any further, a small, warm something collided with me. Hana. Oh my god, are you okay? Since when do you care? What? Yeah, I'm fine. I heard you got attacked by ninjas in the city. Oh my gosh, tell me everything. Ugh. Mimi looked up with me with wide eyes, all the appearance of concern and compassion. Mai put her hand on her hip. What are you doing, Mimi? What are you talking about? I'm just concerned for my friend Hana here. Bitch, please. She slung an arm around my shoulder, rubbing my back like I was a baby who needed to spit up. Ugh. My poor girl, you must have been so scared. No, not really. No, but the ninjas. There were no ninjas. No. But still. She tried to argue further. As she tried to argue further, Ian walked past. Mimi drew me tighter against her. Wow, I'm so glad you're okay, Hana. You bitch. Oh my god. Ian stopped in his tracks and turned to us. Beside me, Mimi shook slightly. She was scrunching up her face like she was trying to hide a grin.
Hana!
Hana, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It wasn't a big deal. That's good. I would have been upset to lose my biggest competition. Aw. Take care of yourself, alright?
Yeah.
I will. He nodded at me, smiling, and the small gesture almost felt like a hug. Aww. Ian's so cool. But then he turned to Mimi.
Blah, blah.
Oh my god. You. Me? You're probably the most two-faced person I've ever met. And I've met a lot of the kind. Oh shit. I normally wouldn't say anything, but profiting off someone who hurt themselves, only complete monsters do that. If you don't think people can see through this, you're wrong. You're not helping yourself. Ian! You don't know that. No, I guess I don't. Damn! He left, a sputtering Mimi in his wake. She yanked her arm from me in a grunt, jostling me into Mai. Stupid. Stop doing stuff like this to make the guys like you. It's pathetic. Pardon? She slammed the door to the classroom, not even looking back.
What a jerk!
God, I always knew that girl was the worst. What is her problem? I mean, I used to be friends with her. It took me a while to see past her fake kindness. She didn't know anybody else and used me to get into volleyball games for free. She had a crush on the coach. Ew. Yeah, older men aren't that bad, but like, our coach?
This is so stupid.
Anyways, just forget about her. She's not worth it. Thanks, Mai. Even more than that, though? Damn, Ian's a badass. That was so cool. He stepped into the classroom, avoiding Mimi's eyes as we did. But...
Hana!
Oh my god, Hana, are you okay? It was going to be a long day. Oh,
Hana!
what is this? Oh, Hana, my sweet. I'm so happy to be finally spending our 20th anniversary together. Wow, 20 years already? He looks great. Jirard, I can't believe you brought us back to the place we met. It only made sense. After all, we had to complete the circle. Good God. God, this is awful. But still, 25 years? How did it come to that? You don't look a day older, dear. And it's a good thing, too. Jirard grabbed my waist and pulled me into his lap, giggling all the while. Jirard, not here. Ew. Why not? Someone could see.
Oh yeah.
And why would that be a problem? No. That's when the dream finally got good. Damn. Holy shit, what happened? Who's trying to kill us? I have a candelabra and I'm not afraid to use it. Mai sprang from her bed into the middle of the room, wielding some kind of flaunting figure. Sorry, Mai, it was just... I just had a weird dream.
Really?
She relaxed, then immediately hid the figure behind her back. What's that? Nothing. Mai. Oh, would you look at that? Mai pointed up to the wall above my desk, on which there was only a calendar, and tried to toss the figure into her bed. Instead, it clattered against the bedside and fell to the floor.
What?
Mai, is this my Chibi-Yupa figure? I glanced at the corner of my desk, and sure enough, Chibi-Yupa was missing. I guess it is. Fancy that. Why do you have it? Don't make me distrust you, come on. Oh, you know, it happened to be my bed for some reason. It just happened into your bed. Alright. I wanted to look at it. Jirard's so into his IBKs and you were taking an interest in them too, so I was just curious. Oh, why didn't you say so? I would have let you look at it any time. Though it was sitting on my desk all semester. It wouldn't have been hard for her to get a good look just by looking at it. I made such a big deal about how weird it all was, I felt stupid trying to ask for them. Anyways, now you have it back, and we're not under attack. I'm going back to bed. Good night. Mai climbed hastily into her bed, no doubt embarrassed I discovered her secret. With a smile, I set Chibi-Yupa back onto my desk and snuggled into my blankets. What kind of dream did you have anyways? I sighed. Looked like we were both going to go to bed embarrassed. My leg felt much better the next morning, which was a good thing because all morning I was paranoid I'd see Jirard. I spent the walk to class ducking behind corners and jumping behind strangers. After the dream that I had, I didn't know how I could face him. I watched the clock tick away the hours with increasing anxiety. Every time I looked up and saw it was a new hour, my throat tightened. But of course, the time for my doom came. Lunch. Don't even worry about it, you'll be fine. Mai patted me on the back in her way, but I shook my head. As soon as we entered the cafeteria, I searched the normal booths table for Jirard, but he wasn't there. I glanced at the lunch line, out the door behind us, the spaces in between. Nothing. Where is he? Mai shrugged. You got what you wished for. I bit the inside of my lip and headed into the lunch line. As was usually the case, Asagao served a mixture of foods from all across the world. With so many international students attending, it only made sense for them to do something like that. With our French and Thai food on our plates, we headed for the table. When we sat, I again searched the cafeteria. Nothing. Looking for something? I jumped. Satch, sitting next to me, was grinning devilishly at me. No, of course not. Satch laughed and jerked a thumb behind him. Jirard was at a table in the back of the room, a more private table surrounded by plants. He had an array of IBK figurines in front of him, and was taking money from one of the students he was talking to. The student pocketed the Max Skellingpun figurine, and Jirard shook his hand. He is selling his figurines? Only the extras.
Really?
Why? They're so important to him. I thought he kept all his extras. Satch shrugged. That I don't know. Maybe you got tired of the clutter? Jirard was now trying to pitch a kitty with lightning yellow hair and a giant-ass sword to a scared-looking first year. I turned back to my plate, trying to ignore my disappointment. After all, I didn't want to see him today. It was far too embarrassing. Nope, not at all. Lunch period passed by much more slowly without Jirard. It wasn't that the conversation didn't interest me, it was just that the spark of the whole thing was gone. Without Jirard's cheeriness and inclusive tendencies, the conversations veered towards games I had never seen or heard of. I pushed around my food, bored out of my mind. Finally, it was time to head back to class. With a grateful sigh, I got out of my seat and headed for the trash bin.
Hana!
Jirard! Hi, fancy seeing you here. In the cafeteria at lunch. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I'm glad I caught you. Since I didn't get to eat lunch with you today, I wanted to know whether you'd be interested in making up for it this weekend? Ooh, yay. Have lunch with you? This weekend? Jirard was blushing, slightly, a small smile on his lips. Was this a date? This was a date. Jirard was asking me on a date. You up for it?
Yeah.
With you? Definitely.
Awesome!
That's great. In that case, I'll see you around noon on Saturday. Right. Can't wait. As I beamed like a buffoon, I made eye contact with Mai. She slowly shook her head at me. Called it. Totally called it. Ah, shush. A real date with Jirard? I was more than ready for that. Saturday morning took its slow time coming, but when it finally did, I was ready. Mai was by my side, the one-woman equivalent of a team of stylists. She did my makeup for me, made sure my hair was extra silky, dabbed just the right amount of perfume on my neck. And of course, she helped me pick the cutest outfit, and the one I left the most comfortable in. When I was all ready, it was just a matter of waiting.
Aww.
My baby Hana is all grown up. I'm so proud of you, honey. She pinched my cheek and I swatted her hand away. Stop that. It was only a few weeks ago we talked about dating boys and you acted like it was an impossibility. Now look where we are. Hana's got herself a B-O-Y-F. Stop it. I do not. My cell phone vibrated on my desk and I snatched it up immediately. As I expected, it was from Jirard. Was he waiting outside? Heart pounding, I opened it up. Hana, I can't make it today. I'm really, really sorry. I'll definitely find a way to make it up to you. Oh no. I was really looking forward to that. Oh. Is it him? I showed her the message, and her face fell as quickly as mine had.
Hell!
Couldn't he have told you sooner than this? We wouldn't have wasted all that time. I caught the look on my face and stuttered, backtracking. I'm sure he wants a rain check. It's not like Jirard to do something like this. Yeah, it's not. He must have really not wanted to go with me. That's not what I meant. Hana. An odd, rather rhythmic knock tapped itself out against our door. Mai shot me a look. Well, if that's not Jirard, who is it? With a shrug, I went to get the door, trying not to let the hope show on my face. Maybe it was a prank, or he changed his mind, or it was just Satch. Hi, Satch. Don't look so happy to see me, please. But I think I know why you're bummed. Jirard sent you his message, didn't he?
What?
How did... Jirard sends me to give you his most formal and sincere apologies. But seriously, he's really sorry. He wanted the message delivered in person, but I guess he got paranoid the wait would get your hopes up too high. But can't he come?
Well...
That I don't know. Jirard's been acting strange lately. I know him almost better than anyone, and he's definitely going through something. But he's not the type to want to unload on others, so I'm keeping my distance. Out of respect, if he wants my help, he will ask. Jirard is that kind of person. Thanks for the warning. Satch chuckled, patting me gently on the head. I knew you were a smarty. Anyway, I'll be going. You look really nice today, by the way. Aw, thanks. He's sweet. Thank you.
Be good.
Later. Damn, Satch is so smooth. I could have chosen his route too. Man. Satch waltzed down the hall, all smiles and good cheer. It made complete sense why Jirard and him were such good friends. I headed back into the dorm room. Mai had her purse on her shoulder and was looking at me expectantly. Yes? You ready to go? Go where? Out to eat, silly. It's my treat today. There's a great chili place just off campus. Oh, that's so nice of her. No thanks, Mai. I'm really not feeling up to it. No? But... She looked around the room aimlessly, trying to find something to argue against me with. I plucked off my jewelry and kicked off my shoes. Forget it. It was stupid to get so excited anyways.
Sorry.
I'm sure you had a good reason, Hana. Yeah. The reason was that he didn't like me and I couldn't blame him. Well, do you want to watch a movie or something? No. No, I think I'm just gonna go to sleep. But... Good night. I crawled into bed, not bothering to take off my makeup or change out of my clothes. Mai stood by the door for a little while longer, then finally left. With the room finally silent, I closed my eyes and went to sleep. Man, he must be going through something really difficult, or maybe he just received bad news. I mean, at least that's my theory for right now, because he clearly cares about Hana. Like, there's no denying that, so I don't think he would suddenly change his mind. When I woke, Mai was still nowhere to be found. Instead, a chocolate muffin sat on my desk along with a little note. Cheer up. You're worth 100,000 times more than that stupid boy. I hope you feel better. Always remember that I care about you, Hana. Love, Mai. Oh. Worth more, huh? I popped off a chunk of the muffin and shoved it into my mouth. I was deceiving her, too. What? What is that supposed to mean? I was both dreading and anticipating running into Jirard after that. Dreading because I didn't want to see him try and avoid me or turn away in shame. Then I would know he made a mistake. But anticipating because there was only one thing I wanted now. An explanation. But after that day, Jirard stopped coming to the cafeteria for lunch. Nobody knew why, but nobody was particularly concerned. Sometimes Jirard gets an idea to do something, and he doesn't stop until it's done. How do you think he became such a legendary completionist? It was fine for them, but I wasn't satisfied. Not at all. It was that dissatisfaction that led me to standing in front of Jirard's door, hands twisting into my skirt. I'm just checking in on him. Just to be sure. I raised a trembling hand to the door and knocked. In the past, every time I knocked on Jirard's door, it flew open within seconds, Jirard's smiling face behind it. This time, it didn't open.
Jirard.
I knocked again. Was he really not there? Where else would he be? But this time I heard a rustling behind the door.
Hana!
Is that you? Yeah.
What's up?
Are you okay? Can I come in? The latch turned, and the door slowly creaked open about 1.5 inches. Jirard peeked through the crack, apparently trying to block as much of the room inside as he possibly could. I would love for you to, Hana. I would, but I'm, busy. Busy? Is that why you haven't been around lately? I've been worried about you. Yes? He glanced into his room, then pulled the door open a bit closer to him. I've just got this huge school project due soon. Like, so huge. Like, you don't even know how huge. It's like crazy, man. I nodded slowly. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah!
Yeah, you get it. It's, like, so big. I'm like, oh man, this is just so big. It's like, crazy big. Jeez, so much. You know? Wow, this is real convincing. So, I can't really afford to take time away from it. He glanced into his room again, pulling the door even closer to him. At this point, I could just barely make out his eye. He was clearly lying, but even so, he genuinely didn't seem to want me there. I thought of Satch's roundabout warning. Maybe this was what he was talking about? Or maybe he finally realized that I'm just not worth the effort. Okay, Okay, well, my theory still stands, I think, that I mean, if he's not really working on something, then he may have just received some really bad news, or he's, like, going through something. Like, I think that it's best if we if we leave him alone, because I think that when he wants to talk about it, he will. Because sometimes you just need to give people their space before they can, like, seek comfort or reassurance or whatever from another person. Some people are just like that, so I think it'd be best to let it go, just so I don't upset him anymore, if my theory is correct. So, yeah. Well, okay. I'll let you get back to it then.
You're the best.
Really? Sweet, thank you, Anna. I knew you'd understand. I smiled half-heartedly.
See you later.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I'll see you around. That's what he said, but I did not see him around. Weeks rolled by, and suddenly the tournament was just a week away. I practiced my butt off and was ready for it, but even then my mind kept straying to Jirard. What was he doing? And why was he avoiding me? Oh wow. So, Chapter 4 already, and also Jirard looks very angry, so that kind of scares me. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna leave this here for now, because I don't know what kind of scene is about to happen next, and I just don't want to make this too long, so I'll have to make it a slightly shorter episode this time. But anyway, I hope that was the right decision, because I just feel like if we're paying attention to his emotional needs, then this might be something that we could do for him, just like to give him space, and I feel like he will talk about whatever this is when he's ready. Next time we'll continue into Chapter 4, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.